Hello, everybody. It's Gina, and welcome to Motivation Monday, number 6. Here we go. We are on week 6 already. I did get to speak to a few of you, not as many as other weeks, and I realize that that is because we are in a very, very stressful, fun, family-oriented, Christ-centered couple of weeks. And I realize that. But we can't neglect ourselves in that process. And I have been known to do that, as well as many of you have been known to do that. Probably everyone a time or two. And so let's just take a few moments that if you are following this program, or if you want to start following this program, you make sure you comment below how your week went. If you're not joined that you want to join, you have to let me know so I can list you in the group of people. I believe we have 20 of us right now. We didn't have anyone join us last week, so I feel like I failed us in that sense. So either, and I was the one that needed motivated last week, correct? So when the motivator needs motivated, it's not motivating. Oh yeah, Gina's crazy. I know that. You know that. Now, okay, so where have we been? All of the weeks 1 through 5 and now 6 will be listed in the comments box, in the description box below. And but I'll just kind of show you mine. I'll show you how I'm tracking. So, we tried that very first week where it was all on one little page that was made for my recollections planner, and it just wasn't enough room. So I went with an actual full-size page in my planner, dated, and it gave me room. And you'll see there that I didn't track every day. Okay, I didn't track on Thursday and Friday. I did add my water. On Thursday, on my lands, I drank 94 ounces of water in one day. But the next day I only drank 34. I felt a little waterlogged. That was too much. But I didn't really realize what I was doing. And that is almost unimaginable, because it was shocking if I drank 1 bottle of water in 2 days. Or maybe 1 a day. On a really warm day I would, but in the winter, never. So I'm seeing huge changes in that arena. So here's this week. Okay, so yeah, I start on Sunday. In this particular setup, I start on Sunday. So here was my Sunday. I had 3 full meals. And you know what I just noticed? And again, track everything. It doesn't matter to me if you share it or don't share it. But I had about a half a cup of ice cream last night. So it's going in the planner. And I don't do that diet stuff. When I eat ice cream, it's Haagen-Dazs coffee. Just being real. If I eat ice cream, unless it's out, you're out and about and buy it, I eat Haagen-Dazs coffee. So anyways, this is where I'm tracking my food. Over here in this area is where I track the water. I didn't do well yesterday. I only got 25 ounces of water in all day long yesterday. Today so far, and granted, it's morning here for me, but so far all I've had is a cup of coffee this morning. Okay, so that's how I'm tracking. You do whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Let us know in the comments. Maybe it'll give one of us an idea. Maybe something would be better than what I'm doing. But up until for the past 2 weeks, that's what we've just been doing, is tracking. I want to know how you did, how you're doing, if you're liking it, if you're not liking it, why, all of those type things, and that will help us move forward from week to week. Now, here's this week, okay? This week, you're just going to add 1 additional page to whatever you're tracking. Wherever you're doing it, how you're doing it, you're just going to add a sheet of paper to it, whether it's a sticky note, whatever you need to do to, in your own journal, whatever. But what we want you to do is just take a moment and dictate or notate. What's the word? Not dictate, notate. Yeah, notate. That's a stupid word, notate. That sounds so stupid to say. Okay, and list your how you felt that day. Now, for me, and again, keeping it real, yesterday was Sunday, 12/11. What did I put there? Yeah, I put out of sorts, angry, and I was in a bad mood. That ain't real good for the Gina on a Sunday. Something had happened the night before. I got in a little tiff with my son. It put me in a funky mood, and it just basically, I allowed it to ruin my Sunday. Now, is that food related? Probably not, but that was where my emotions were that day. So what did I eat yesterday on that day where I was in a bad mood? I got up and I had a cup of coffee. I made eggs Benedict for breakfast. I made tacos for lunch. And when I make tacos, it is, hamburger meat with some kind of seasoning, lettuce, tomato, cheese, avocado, sour cream, full-fledged. I ate one flour tortilla. I only ate one taco because my intention was to eat a salad adjacent with it later. Well, I was full. I didn't feel like I needed anything else, so I didn't eat anything and thought, oh, okay, for my snack, I'll make me a little salad, and that will be my snack before dinner. And then last night, my husband got a Pepsi, and I had 2 sips of his Pepsi from Taco Bell, where we ate dinner, and I had 2 tacos again. I actually ordered a taco and a bean burrito, but the beans were just, it was late. It was 9 o'clock at night, and it was just, I couldn't eat it. So I threw that away, and he had an extra taco, and so I ended up eating 2 tacos for dinner. And this morning, all I've had so far is coffee. So, that's what I'm doing this week. This is what I'm doing. I'm just adding anything, no matter what it is. You want to track your wellness or your mood swings, what time of day it might have been, and no big deal. Look, it's just a sheet of paper. It was 2 lines for yesterday. Today, and I've already wrote my Monday. I don't have the whole week written out so that I have both sides of the page to write on as needed for the week. Simple. Don't make a big old ordeal out of it or you won't do it. Just stick you a piece of paper somewhere with the day of the week, maybe the date, whatever you need to do to keep track if they're not together, and list mood changes. If you were sick, if you had a headache, if you felt great, if you felt really energized, anything that maybe was out of the ordinary for you, but you felt like you should, note it. And so that is all we're going to add this week. And the reason why we're doing that will come up later on in the process. You don't need to think about it, worry about it. All we want you to do is track. And then track your mood swings, your emotional wellness. Anything that can trigger a change, note it. Don't make a big old letter or you won't follow it. Simple, easy, quick. And if you do happen to know what changed your mood or your emotional wellness, then go ahead and list it. But if you don't, that's the whole point of this, is just write it down. How you were, how you are, what time of day it is. You might be great at 9 o'clock in the morning, but by 2, you're a grumpy old bear. I mean, your husband wants to knock you out. Or your kids are like, dude, mom, go get a cup of coffee. Whatever the case is, just jot it down. That's all you're going to do this week extra. So you're getting your water in. You're exercising however much you exercise. Currently, the only requirement is that we do 2 30-minute segments a week. Many of you are way more than that. And of course, everything is listed by week below. You're doing your tracking, And I feel like I'm missing a week 3. Week 3. I don't have it in front of me, but whatever was week 3, of course, right off the top of my head, I'm not catching it. It's in the description box. And then now week 6, because week 4 and 5 was tracking, week 6 is journaling. And when I say journaling, don't think you have to make this big old deal about it, because that's going to make people not want to do this. Just add a sheet of paper somewhere, put the day, write your moods, write your wellness. If you're sick, you're sick. That's going to change things. You might see a dip in weight loss because you were sick. I mean, it's just the way it works. And it's just a way for us to track that for later on down the road. And that's all there is. And I'm telling you, those of you who I did get to talk to, you did great this week. There were the few of us. Now, granted, see, I didn't track every day. And if you miss a day, please don't call yourself a failure. Please don't do that. Or if you don't write it down for whatever reason, just either add it in the next morning or skip it, shine it, put a sticker on the page so it ain't empty and stressing you out. Do not count it as a failure. Drop it and move forward. That's all we need to do, people. Today is a brand new day. You can do it. I know you can. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. God bless.